So guys, if you don't recognize where I am right now, I am actually in the SHOWBIZ pizza place. Yeah, we got the whole stage here. We got all the characters. Now you can't see them, but you will in a second. I don't know if see this little white wall right here. Well, if we go through this door, we actually got an entire control room. So yeah, we're going to be going over each character and just, showcasing all of them. It'd be pretty cool. But yeah, guys, our first character here is Wolfie D. Wolfie. Now, while you guys can watch them, I'm actually be going over some history behind them. So we got Wolfie D. Wolfie here. He is this wolf kind of guy. So he's basically the vocalist and the comedian for the Rockefeller Explosion. And he's also rivals with the pianist Fast Geronimo, which we'll go over later. Now, if you're wondering about the little fella on his arm, that is actually Earl Schmerly, which is also a part of the Rockefeller Explosion. So yeah, he's pretty much just a puppet that is controlled by Wolfie and basically just tells jokes. That's pretty much it. Pretty cool guy. Our next character here is going to be Duke LaRue. So Duke LaRue is pretty much the drummer for the Rockefeller Explosion. It is actually supposed to be a dingo. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. He's pretty much the drummer of the entire band. And yeah, overall, pretty cool guy. We also have a few minor animatronics, like right here in the back, we got Mr. Moon, and we also got Mr. Sun, which they all kind of just sit back here, don't really do too much, but I guess they're still kind of a cool addition to the set. So okay, our next character here is going to be Fats Geronimo, which if you don't actually know, he's actually a gorilla, and he just plays the keyboard for the Rockefeller Explosion. As you know, I mentioned him a little bit earlier, but yeah. So he's basically just a gorilla that plays the keyboard. Pretty crazy character. So yeah, our next character here, a bit of more of a minor character, a side character, is Choo Choo. Choo Choo doesn't really talk or anything, but he's a bear cub who kind of just sits in a tree stump. And yeah, he kind of just sits here and just bounces around. Doesn't really say too much, or really anything at all. But yeah, he's just a little tiny character that I think was a cool addition. So yeah, our next character is going to be Beach Bear, who is actually the guitarist for the Rockefeller Explosion. So yeah, basically he kind of just sits in the back and just plays the guitar. Now, if you didn't actually know, this character is actually a bear. Now, I mean, I don't know if you knew, judging by the name, that it's a bear. Maybe you didn't, but if you didn't, you know now. Beach Bear is actually a bear, and I think that's pretty cool. Alright, and so our next character for the center stage is going to be Mitzi Mozzarella, which is actually a mouse and is the cheerleader for the Rockefeller Explosion. So yeah, she's a pretty cool character too. And yeah, she kind of just stands there and dances around with all the rest of the band. And last but not least, we got Antioch. Antioch is basically this spider that just has a birthday cake and is actually Fats Geronimo's pet spider. Basically, it'll just come from the ceiling when it's your birthday and it has a cake during the performance. And it's pretty cool. So yeah, our next character here is Billy Bob Broccoli, or people just call him Billy Bob for short. And he's basically the main mascot of SHOWBIZ Pizza Place. So Billy Bob actually plays the guitar too, and is the guitarist of the left stage. But yeah, and before I move on from here, we actually have one more character, which if you didn't notice, is Birthday Bird. Birthday Bird is basically a small little yellow bird that just sits on Billy Bob's guitar. And yeah, pretty much Birthday Bird has never said anything, and it just pretty much sits there for eternity. Alright, and so for our final character for the day, we got Looney Bird, which Looney Bird was actually Billy Bob's sidekick, and is just another jokester, kind of like Rolfie D. Wolf. So yeah, he kind of just sits here in the oil bin, and yeah, just bounces around and just kind of yaps. Well guys, I really hope y'all enjoyed that video, and if there's another restaurant you want me to cover next, be sure to leave it down in the comments, and with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.